Hello and welcome to London Car Alarm Company. Today we just fitted a Starline i96 Pro with Bluetooth authorization and push sequence disarm on this really lovely 595 Fiat Abarth. Customer had a previous one stolen, so he was super paranoid. Obviously people understand now that all this is remote lock-in. It's not actually an alarm, so people generally steal it in a really simple way. So how the system works, if someone was to jump in, clone the key or override it through the OBD, as soon as they start the vehicle, this is what happens. I'm going to try and start it. Notice the vehicle cuts out. Okay, vehicle will not start. Okay, vehicle cuts out. See, vehicle cuts out. Okay. Okay, so now every time the customer jumps in the vehicle, he turns on the ignition, waits for the Abarth logo to clear, because the can's a little bit slow, and goes through his push sequence. On here, we've done something very basic for videos. So 1, 2, 3, receive our melody. There you go, start the vehicle. Put on the brake, start the vehicle. Vehicle now running, okay? Also, we've done Bluetooth authorization. So if he doesn't want to go through a push sequence, he basically uses this app here. Let me just turn on the Bluetooth on this particular phone and I'll show you how that works. Just bear with me a second. Turn on the Bluetooth, go back into the app. So you can see now we've got a green circle around it. So basically all we have to do now is, obviously we don't have to open the app, just basically ignition on, melody, and start the vehicle. Really simple, really straightforward. Also, there are two ways of putting this in value mode. The most straightforward way is using the app. So as long as you're within Bluetooth range that we've set, just put your finger on the key, hold it till it goes to amber. Release, 2 bleeps, now in value mode. So this will act like a normal car until you take it out in one of two ways. Either using your push sequence and receiving a double bleep with the ignition on, or going back into the app, push and hold, and release when it goes green. There you go, now it's out of value mode. But if you were going to use a push sequence to take it in and out of value mode, I will show you how you do it. So let's just turn the Bluetooth off again. Turn Bluetooth off. So now I'm going to show you how to put it in value mode, basically using the push sequence. So ignition on, wait for the Abarth logo to clear, insert your push sequence, which you're going to change for the customer shortly. So 1, 2, 3. There's our melody, and then hit one of the buttons on the network 11 times and cycle the ignition. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Cycle the ignition off, pause and back on. 2 bleeps, this is in valet mode now. Okay, so that means you can start it, move it around, it won't jump out, and it'll only come out with, as I said, push sequence like I'm going to show you now, or coming out with the app. So ignition on, we now want to come out of valet mode, so just disarm code, wait for the Abarth logo to clear. So 1, 2, 3, there you go, double bleep, it's out of valet mode. So now finally I'm going to do what we call a button sniff, and I'm going to show you the buttons you can use on this particular vehicle. And obviously your push sequence could be a variation of buttons. Minimum press is 3, maximum 21. So first of all, let's pass authorization. So disarm the system, in other words. So 1, 2, 3. System disarm, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cycle the ignition off, back on, we get 5 bleeps. We're now ready to learn, but I'm not going to teach a code yet. I'm just going to show you what buttons work. So if I get a bleep, I can use them.
There are no phones connected.
So
Connect a phone and try again.
So quite a few buttons, but obviously you don't want to use the ones that really make a noise like the phone applications for the vehicle. So we're going to do something very basic, and I'm going to show you how it's done. So ignition on. Obviously it disarmed then because we took less than 10 seconds, and obviously it remains disarmed within 10 seconds, but we'll turn off the ignition, leave it for 10 seconds, and then we'll actually show you the whole procedure to the end. So ignition on, wait for the Abarth logo to clear, do your standard code, 1, 2, 3. There you go, your melody. So then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Key off, key on. 5 bleeps. So let's just do a basic code. So wait for confirmation. Again. Wait for confirmation. Sorry about the rain. There you go. New code has been learnt. It's a little bit loud because we're actually doing the video in the rain. But we're giving it 10 seconds and then we're just going to turn it on and try the old code. So old code. Didn't work. Cycle the ignition off. Ignition on. New code. And the logo's cleared. So 1, 2, 1, 2. There you go, Melody. Start the vehicle. Really, really simple. Really, really straightforward. My name's Otto. Company's called London Car Alarm. Company number to me is 0289060478. 0289060478. Thank you very much. Bye bye.